Hey there, guys. So today we have another review, and this is a beer from Spiteful Brewing. They're a brewery from Chicago, Illinois. First time reviewing a beer from them, and this is goddamn maple syrup Pigeon porter. That's a hilarious name and awesome, awesome label on that. Pretty funny. They have a base beer, goddamn Pigeon porter, but this is a variant made with maple syrup. Maple syrup is up there as one of the most hype variants, along with like coconut, coffee, vanilla. But yeah, you have like Treehouse Good Morning, Topple and Goliath, KBBS is hype maple beers. But so yeah, really curious to see what they do with maple in this beer. Again, it's 8.2% porter, thrown in with some maple, and maple is a hard ingredient to technically brew with. So let's see, nice and dark black color, nice brown head on that. Let's get the aroma on this. Really nice. If maple syrup was, I'm sure it's a candy, but if you turn maple syrup into like a chewable candy, it would taste like that or smell like that. A little bit of this kind of like butterscotch kind of thing. It just has a big, intense toffee, butterscotch, maple kind of sweetness to it. Yeah, but not like butterscotch and like diacetyl. It's like really nice, kind of rich sweetness. But yeah, maybe a little bit of butterscotch. Yeah, certainly. Underlying it, get a touch of roast, a little bit of coffee, but it really just smells like, again, maple syrup candy for days. A little bit of like meatiness as well, which is really nice. Yeah, that meatiness almost reminds you of like, breakfast. So you get the meaty sausage and then you get the maple syrup as well. Delicious stuff. Cheers. Smacks on with really nice maple flavor. It's actually quite bitter as well, which is pretty interesting. So what I first want to say is that it really has good maple essence. So it really reminds you of like, cold winter days and just like maple flavor. You're thinking of like the woods and stuff, but it doesn't really follow with the maple sweetness that the aroma has. Again, it tricks you with that maple reminder, but it doesn't really back it up with like intense sweetness from the base beer. So what I'd really like to see is more of a luscious mouthfeel, big intense amounts of like caramel, toffee, really rich amounts of sweetness. Instead, just carries with that like essence of maple flavor, which is still really nice to have in the beer. Mouthfeel is medium. You get a little bit of chocolate, you get a little bit of coffee roast. It actually has a little bit of this kind of like acrid kind of quality to it, almost like leaning towards a very super like medium plus to full roast quality, leaning towards a little burnt. So you sort of get a little bit like burnt toast kind of flavor. Eating used up coffee grounds, so just like make some coffee, open that thing up, and just eat some of those grounds, just spent and a little bit like just a grainy and bitter. A little bit of like cocoa, a little bit of chocolate, floating around there, medium minus medium minus amounts of like sweet chocolate flavor, milk chocolate. Also a little bit more roast, a little bit of bitterness on the finish. Again, more of that coffee note. Still well-constructed beer. 8.2% doesn't really drink like that. I guess it's around 6-7%. Mouthfeel is nice and medium. Again, just really rich. Wish it was a little bit more robust and offer a little bit more to bump up that kind of maple flavor, but still really well done stuff. Again, it's a very hard ingredient to brew with. But in general, it's a nice and complete beer, well-constructed, just enjoyable beer to drink. Nothing too crazy, but still very nice. Let's go with something like a 93 on this one. So we're giving this a 93. This is Spiteful Brewing's goddamn maple syrup Pigeon porter. Until next time, guys. Cheers. Later.